The Relic's discovery. In the vast expanse of the galaxy, a small team of human explorers floated in their sleek, advanced spacecraft. The stars glittered around them like diamonds on a dark velvet curtain. Their mission was simple: to find new resources and explore uncharted space. Little did they know that today would mark the beginning of a historic discovery. Captain Alex Turner, a seasoned explorer with a knack for finding hidden treasures, peered through the observation window. His eyes widened as he spotted something unusual in the distance. It was a massive ancient ship drifting silently in the void. It looked out of place among the modern spacecraft and space debris. "Captain, what is that?" asked Lieutenant Sarah Lee, the ship's engineer, as she joined him at the window. Alex squinted at the object, trying to make sense of it. "It looks like an old warship," he said, his voice tinged with excitement. "I've never seen anything like it. Let's get closer." The exploration team maneuvered their ship towards the mysterious vessel. As they approached, the details became clearer. The ship was enormous, its surface covered in layers of space dust and scratches from centuries of traveling through the cosmos. Its design was unlike any modern spacecraft. They could see that it was from a bygone era of human technology. "Captain, the ship's exterior looks like it's been abandoned for a long time," Sarah noted, her fingers flying over her control panel to scan the derelict craft. "It's covered in grime and some parts are falling apart." Alex nodded. "Let's board it. We need to see what's inside." The team carefully docked their ship with the old warship, and the airlock hissed open. Alex, Sarah, and their team of scientists stepped into the cold, dark corridors of the ancient vessel. The interior was dimly lit by emergency lights that flickered on and off. Dust covered every surface, and the ship creaked as if it were awakening from a long slumber. "Be careful," Alex instructed. "We don't know what kind of condition this ship is in." They made their way through the abandoned halls, their footsteps echoing off the metal walls. Old control panels and ancient computer screens were covered in a thick layer of dust. The air was musty, filled with the scent of rust and decay. As they ventured deeper into the ship, they came across a large chamber. At its center was a massive dormant engine. It was clear that this was once a powerful machine, capable of incredible feats. But now, it was just a relic of the past. "Look at this," Sarah said, her voice filled with awe. "This engine is huge! If we can get it working, it might have some amazing capabilities." Alex examined the engine with interest. "It's incredible to think that this ship was once a part of our space fleet. I wonder what happened to it." Back on their ship, the exploration team began transmitting their findings to their home base. The news of the ancient warship spread quickly, reaching various corners of the galaxy. In a distant alien outpost, a group of alien scientists and diplomats gathered to discuss the news. They had heard rumors of human explorers finding an old warship, but they were skeptical. To them, it sounded like nothing more than a piece of outdated technology. "This is amusing," one of the aliens remarked, a smirk on his face. "Humans and their ancient junk. It's probably nothing more than a rusty old ship." Another alien chuckled. "Yes, I'm sure it's just a relic from a forgotten era. They'll probably find it's completely useless." The aliens were confident that the ship held no real value. They had seen many ancient artifacts and had dismissed them all as insignificant. To them, the idea of a human warship from the past being of any importance was laughable. Meanwhile, Alex and his team continued their work on the old warship. They carefully cleaned and examined the engine, hoping to restore it to its former glory. It was a painstaking process, but they were determined to unlock the secrets of the relic. As the team worked, they began to notice strange readings on their instruments. It seemed that the old warship still had some residual power. This was a good sign. It meant that the ship might still be operational. "Captain, the readings are stabilizing," Sarah said, her excitement growing. "We might be able to get this ship running after all." Alex smiled. "That would be amazing. If we can get this ship back in working order, it could be a huge breakthrough for us." The team worked tirelessly day and night to restore the relic. Each small victory brought them closer to their goal, and their excitement grew with every successful test. As they continued their efforts, the alien scientists and diplomats watched with growing curiosity. The initial mockery began to fade as they realized that the humans were making significant progress. Still, many of them remained doubtful. They were convinced that the relic would eventually prove to be nothing more than a piece of history. Little did they know, the discovery of the ancient warship was just the beginning. The relic held secrets and power beyond their imagination, and soon the galaxy would see just how wrong they were to underestimate the old human ship. The stage was set for an extraordinary journey. The old warship was about to roar back to life, and the galaxy would never be the same again. The unveiling is. The days passed. The exploration team worked tirelessly on the old warship, the Relic. The corridors of the ship were now filled with the hum of machinery and the clatter of tools. The once silent vessel was coming back to life, piece by piece. Captain Alex Turner watched with a mix of excitement and nervousness as Sarah Lee and her team made adjustments to the ship's systems. They had managed to clean and repair much of the ship's old technology, and now it was time to see if it would function as intended. "How's the progress, Sarah?" Alex asked, glancing over at her. Sarah wiped her brow and looked up with a smile. "We've made some great strides. The main power systems are online, and the engine is showing positive signs. We're almost ready for a test run." Alex nodded, feeling a surge of anticipation. "Excellent. Let's make sure everything is ready for the final test. We need to see if this ship can truly live up to its potential." The team continued their work with renewed energy. The Relic's control panels lit up with a soft glow, and the ship's old, dusty systems began to hum with power. It was clear that the vessel had been waiting for this moment for a long time. On the other side of the galaxy, the alien scientists and diplomats received updates on the progress of the Relic. Their initial amusement had turned into curiosity as they followed the developments. The thought of an old human ship being revived piqued their interest, even if they remained skeptical. In an alien research facility, a group of scientists gathered around a holographic display, watching the latest transmission from the exploration team. They exchanged glances of disbelief as they observed the once-abandoned warship coming back to life. "This is quite intriguing," one of the aliens remarked. "It seems that the humans have managed to make some progress with their ancient technology." Another alien, who had been among the first to mock the Relic, looked on with a mixture of curiosity and unease. "I still doubt it will be anything more than a relic, but it's worth keeping an eye on." Back at the Relic, the team prepared for the final test. Sarah and her colleagues made the last-minute adjustments to the ship's systems, ensuring that everything was functioning correctly. The air was thick with anticipation as they completed their preparations. "All right, everyone," Alex announced, his voice steady. "We're ready for the final test. Let's see what this ship can do." The team gathered in the control room, their eyes fixed on the main screen. Sarah entered the command sequence, and the ship's systems came to life with a series of beeps and whirs. The engines roared softly, and the ship began to hum with energy. Alex could feel the vibration of the ship beneath his feet. He looked around at his team, who were all watching intently. The moment of truth had arrived. Suddenly, a burst of light filled the control room as the ship's main systems activated. The Relic's engines roared with a powerful sound that echoed through the ship's corridors. The crew members exchanged excited glances, their faces reflecting their amazement. "It's working!" Sarah exclaimed, her voice filled with excitement. "The ship is fully operational." The team cheered, their joy and relief evident. The once-forgotten warship was now a powerful, functioning vessel. The ship's systems were responsive, and the control panels displayed a range of data indicating that the Relic was in excellent condition. In the alien research facility, the scientists were stunned by what they were seeing. The ship's activation had far exceeded their expectations. They watched in silence as the Relic demonstrated its capabilities, the once-dismissed Relic proving to be far more advanced than they had imagined. "This is remarkable," one of the aliens said, their tone reflecting genuine awe. "The humans have managed to revive a ship that seems far beyond their supposed capabilities." Another alien nodded, a hint of respect in their eyes. "It looks like we underestimated the potential of this old warship. We may need to reconsider our views on human technology." Back on the Relic, Alex and his team continued their tests, pushing the ship's systems to their limits. They ran simulations and assessed the ship's performance, ensuring that everything was functioning as intended. As the tests concluded, the team gathered to discuss their findings. The Relic had proven itself to be a formidable vessel, and its capabilities were far beyond what anyone had expected. "Well done, everyone," Alex said, his voice filled with pride. "We've brought this ship back to life, and it's even better than we imagined." The team celebrated their achievement, knowing that they had accomplished something extraordinary. The Relic, once a forgotten piece of history, had been revived and was now a powerful symbol of human ingenuity and perseverance. Little did they know their achievement was just the beginning. The Relic would soon face challenges that would test its true potential. The galaxy would soon learn that this old human warship was not just a relic, but a force to be reckoned with. As the team prepared for the next phase of their journey, they couldn't help but feel a sense of excitement and anticipation. The future was full of possibilities, and the Relic was ready to take on whatever came its way. Unexpected activation. The atmosphere on the Relic was buzzing with a mixture of excitement and nervousness. The team had successfully completed their initial tests, and the ancient warship was now fully operational. However, something unexpected was about to happen that would change everything. Captain Alex Turner and his team were gathered in the control room, reviewing the data from their recent tests. The ship's systems were running smoothly, and the crew was busy fine-tuning the ship's various functions. The hum of the engines and the soft glow of the control panels filled the room. "Everything seems to be working perfectly," Sarah Lee said, her eyes glued to her monitor. "The power levels are stable, and all systems are functioning as expected." Alex nodded, feeling a sense of pride and accomplishment. "Great work, everyone. We've come a long way, but we need to stay vigilant. There's still a lot to do before we can consider the Relic fully operational." As the team continued their work, a sudden and unexpected jolt shook the ship. The control panels flickered, and the lights dimmed momentarily. The crew exchanged worried glances, unsure of what was happening. "Captain, we've lost power to several systems," Sarah reported, her voice tense. "I'm trying to pinpoint the issue." Alex's heart raced. "Stay calm. We need to find out what's causing this." The ship's main engines began to roar louder than usual, and the control room was filled with a deep, vibrating hum. The crew's confusion turned to astonishment as the Relic seemed to come alive with a new level of power and intensity. "What's going on?" Alex asked, his voice filled with concern. "The ship is behaving erratically." Sarah worked quickly, her fingers flying over the controls as she tried to stabilize the systems. "It's as if the ship is reacting to something we can't see. The power fluctuations are off the charts." Suddenly, the ship's main screen came to life with a burst of color. A series of ancient symbols and diagrams appeared, their meanings unknown to the crew. The Relic's systems seemed to be accessing data from deep within its core. "This is incredible," Sarah said, her eyes widening in amazement. "It looks like the ship is accessing some kind of hidden information. I've never seen anything like this before." The crew watched in awe as the symbols and diagrams began to shift and change, revealing what appeared to be detailed schematics and blueprints of advanced technology. It was clear that the Relic held secrets far beyond their initial understanding. As the symbols continued to shift, the ship's engines roared with a renewed intensity. The Relic's power levels surged, and the ship's hull emitted a faint, pulsating glow. The once quiet vessel was now a powerful force, vibrating with energy and life. "Captain, the ship is fully operational now," Sarah said, her voice filled with a mix of excitement and relief. "It's like the Relic has awakened to a new level of power." Alex nodded, still processing the astonishing turn of events. "We need to analyze this data and understand what it means. This could be a game changer for us." The crew worked diligently to interpret the newly accessed information. They discovered that the ancient symbols were part of a highly advanced control system embedded within the ship. The Relic was not just a relic of the past, it was a vessel equipped with technology far ahead of its time. In the alien research facility, the scientists and diplomats were monitoring the situation with growing interest. The unexpected activation of the relic had captured their attention, and they watched in astonishment as the ship demonstrated its newfound power. "This is beyond anything we anticipated," one of the aliens said, their eyes fixed on the holographic display. "The humans have unlocked something extraordinary." Another alien, who had previously dismissed the relic as a useless artifact, looked on with a mix of admiration and concern. "It seems we underestimated the significance of this ship. It's clear that there is much more to it than we thought." Back on the relic, the crew continued to explore the ship's advanced features. They discovered that the relic was equipped with an array of powerful weaponry and defensive systems, all of which had been dormant until now. "This ship is a masterpiece of ancient engineering," Alex said, his voice filled with awe. "It's clear that the relic was designed to be a formidable force." As the team continued their work, they realized that the unexpected activation of the relic was not a random event. It was as if the ship had been waiting for the right moment to reveal its true potential. The relic was now fully operational and ready to face any challenge that lay ahead. With the ship's power levels stabilized and its advanced systems activated, the crew prepared for their next steps. They knew that the relic was no longer just an old warship. It was a powerful tool that could change the course of their journey and potentially impact the galaxy. The unexpected activation of the relic had set the stage for an exciting new chapter. The crew was eager to see what other secrets the ship held and how it would shape their future. The galaxy, once again, was about to witness the power and potential of humanity's forgotten past. The first test. The atmosphere on the relic was charged with anticipation. After the surprising activation of the ship's advanced systems, Captain Alex Turner and his crew were eager to see how the vessel would perform under real conditions. They had spent days preparing for this moment, carefully reviewing the ship's capabilities and ensuring that everything was in top shape. In the control room, the crew gathered around the main console, ready to begin their first real test of the relic's systems. The ship's powerful engines hummed steadily, and the control panels glowed with a reassuring light. The once dormant warship was now a marvel of advanced technology. "We need to push the relic systems to their limits and see how it handles under pressure." Sarah Lee, the ship's engineer, nodded in agreement. "We've got a series of tests planned. First, we'll test the ship's propulsion and maneuverability. Then, we'll run simulations for its defensive systems and weaponry." The crew members took their positions, their faces reflecting their focus and excitement. The first test involved taking the relic out of its docking bay and navigating it through a series of predefined maneuvers. The ship's advanced navigation systems and thrusters were put to the test as the crew prepared to execute the plan. Initiating the first maneuver, Sarah announced, her fingers poised over the controls. "Engaging propulsion systems now." The relic's engines roared to life and the ship began to move with a smooth, powerful thrust. The crew felt a gentle vibration as the ship accelerated, its speed increasing steadily. Alex watched the data on the control panels, monitoring the ship's performance. "Speed is stable," he said, glancing at Sarah. "Let's see how it handles the next maneuver." The relic executed a series of complex turns and adjustments, navigating through an obstacle course of simulated space debris. The ship responded with remarkable precision, its advanced control systems allowing for seamless movements. "Impressive handling," Alex said, a smile of satisfaction on his face. "The relic is performing better than expected." The crew moved on to the next phase of the test, evaluating the ship's defensive systems. Sarah initiated the simulation, which involved a series of mock attacks on the relic. The ship's shields and defensive mechanisms were put to the test as they simulated various threats. "Shields are at full strength," Sarah reported. Initiating defense simulation now, the control room filled with the sound of simulated explosions and alerts. The relic's shields activated with a brilliant protective glow, absorbing and deflecting the simulated attacks. The ship's defensive systems responded quickly and effectively, neutralizing the mock threats. "Shields holding steady," Alex said, his voice filled with relief. "The defensive systems are working perfectly." The final phase of the test focused on the ship's weaponry. The crew had to ensure that the relic's advanced weapon systems were fully operational. Sarah set up the simulation for a series of target practice scenarios designed to test the accuracy and power of the ship's weapons. "Weapons systems are online," Sarah announced. "We're ready to begin the target practice." The control room filled with the sound of weaponry activating and targeting systems locking onto simulated targets. The Relic's weapons fired with precision, hitting each target with remarkable accuracy. The ship's weapon systems demonstrated impressive power and efficiency. "The weaponry is functioning flawlessly," Alex said, his voice filled with satisfaction. "The Relic is ready for any challenge." As the tests concluded, the crew gathered to review their findings. The Relic had performed exceptionally well in every aspect, exceeding their expectations. The ship's advanced systems and powerful capabilities were now fully operational, and the team was eager to see what lay ahead. In the alien research facility, the scientists and diplomats continued to monitor the progress of the Relic. The results of the first test were transmitted to them, and they watched with growing intrigue. "This is astonishing," one of the aliens said, their eyes fixed on the holographic display. "The Relic is performing beyond our wildest imaginations." Another alien nodded, their expression reflecting a mix of respect and curiosity. "It seems the humans have unlocked a level of technology that we did not anticipate. This ship is far more advanced than we thought." Back on the Relic, Alex and his team celebrated their successful test. The crew was thrilled with the results and eager to move forward with their mission. The ship was now a powerful tool at their disposal, and they knew that it would play a crucial role in their future endeavors. "We've achieved something incredible," Alex said, his voice filled with pride. "The Relic is not just a relic of the past. It's a state-of-the-art warship that will make a difference in the galaxy." The crew continued their preparations, ready to embark on the next phase of their journey. The Relic was now fully operational and ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. The galaxy was about to witness the true power of humanity's forgotten past, and the adventure was just beginning. As the team prepared for their next steps, they couldn't help but feel a sense of excitement and anticipation. The future was full of possibilities, and the Relic was ready to take on whatever came its way. The first test had shown that the ship was a formidable force, and the crew was eager to see what other surprises awaited them. Power unleashed. The Relic was buzzing with activity as Captain Alex Turner and his crew prepared for the next phase of their mission. The success of the first test had filled them with confidence, but they knew that the true potential of the warship was still untapped. Today, they would push the ship's power to its limits and uncover what lay beneath its advanced systems. In the control room, the crew was ready for their next test, a full-power simulation designed to reveal the full extent of the Relic's capabilities. The room was filled with anticipation as Sarah Lee and her team prepared the necessary systems and controls. "All right, everyone," Alex said, his voice steady. "Today's test will be about unleashing the full power of the Relic. We need to see how the ship performs under maximum load." Sarah nodded, her fingers hovering over the control panels. "We'll start by engaging the ship's main engines at full power. Once we've achieved maximum output, we'll test the ship's energy distribution and weapon systems." The crew took their positions, their faces reflecting their focus and excitement. Sarah initiated the sequence, and the Relic's engines roared to life with a thunderous sound. The ship's power levels surged, and the entire vessel vibrated with intense energy. Engaging main engines at full power, Sarah announced, her voice filled with concentration. "We're approaching maximum output." The control panels displayed a flurry of data as the ship's energy levels climbed. The Relic's thrusters glowed brightly, and the ship's hull emitted a faint, pulsating light. The once dormant warship was now a powerful force, vibrating with raw energy. "Power levels are stable," Alex said, his voice filled with awe. "Let's proceed with the next phase of the test." Sarah adjusted the controls, directing the ship's energy to various systems. The Relic's defensive shields, weaponry, and auxiliary systems were all activated, each receiving a portion of the ship's immense power. The control room was filled with the sounds of machinery whirring and systems powering up. "Shields are at full strength," Sarah reported. "Weapon systems are fully operational. We're ready for the energy distribution test." The crew watched as the ship's systems came to life, each one responding to the massive influx of power. The Relic's shields glowed brightly, and its weapons systems hummed with energy. The ship was now a formidable force, capable of unleashing devastating power. "Let's run a simulation to test the ship's energy distribution and weapon efficiency," Alex instructed. "We need to ensure that everything is functioning correctly." The simulation began, and the ship's systems were subjected to a series of rigorous tests. The Relic's energy distribution was tested under various scenarios, including simulated combat situations and energy redirection exercises. The ship's advanced technology handled each test with precision and efficiency. "Energy distribution is optimal," Sarah said, her voice filled with satisfaction. "The ship's systems are responding well to the increased power." Next, the crew tested the Relic's weaponry. The ship's advanced weapon systems fired at simulated targets, demonstrating their impressive range and accuracy. The control room was filled with the sound of simulated blasts and the sight of energy beams cutting through virtual targets. "Weapon systems are performing exceptionally," Alex said, his eyes reflecting pride. "The Relic is proving to be a powerful asset." As the simulation concluded, the crew reviewed the results. The Relic had performed beyond their expectations, handling the maximum power with ease and efficiency. The ship's systems were fully operational, and its advanced technology had proven to be highly effective. In the alien research facility, the scientists and diplomats continued to monitor the progress of the Relic. The results of the power test were transmitted to them, and they watched with growing interest and amazement. "This is incredible," one of the aliens said, their voice filled with awe. "The Relic is showing capabilities far beyond anything we've seen before." Another alien nodded, their expression reflecting a mix of respect and curiosity. "The humans have unleashed a level of power that is truly impressive. This ship is a force to be reckoned with." Back on the Relic, the crew celebrated their successful test. The ship's full potential had been unlocked, and the team was eager to see what other challenges and opportunities lay ahead. The Relic was now a powerful tool in their hands, ready to face whatever came its way. "We've achieved something remarkable," Alex said, his voice filled with pride. "The Relic is not just a warship. It's a symbol of our ingenuity and determination." The crew continued their preparations, knowing that they were on the brink of something extraordinary. The Relic was now a formidable force, and the galaxy was about to witness the full extent of its power. The adventure was just beginning, and the team was ready to face the challenges that lay ahead. As they looked out into the vast expanse of space, the crew couldn't help but feel a sense of excitement and anticipation. The future was full of possibilities, and the Relic was ready to take on whatever came its way. The power of the ship had been unleashed, and the galaxy would soon feel its impact. The showdown. The time had come for the Relic to demonstrate its true power. After the successful tests of the ship's systems and capabilities, Captain Alex Turner and his crew were ready for a real challenge. The galaxy's political and military leaders had been watching closely, and the time was ripe for a significant display of strength. In the control room of the Relic, Alex and his team were preparing for the upcoming showdown. The ship was docked in a strategic location, surrounded by an array of alien vessels. The crew had received word that a powerful alien warship was approaching, and it was clear that this would be their chance to show what the Relic could do. "All right, everyone," Alex said, his voice filled with determination. "We're about to face a serious challenge. The alien warship is on its way, and we need to be ready." Sarah Lee, the ship's engineer, was busy fine-tuning the Relic's systems. "We've got full power ready, Captain. The shields and weapons are at peak efficiency. We're set for the showdown." The crew took their positions, their faces reflecting their readiness and focus. The main screen in the control room displayed the approaching alien warship, a massive vessel with formidable weaponry and a menacing design. "Captain, the alien warship is closing in," Sarah announced. "We're within range." Alex nodded, his eyes fixed on the screen. "Prepare to engage. We'll start by testing our defensive systems and then move on to the offensive." The Relic's engines roared to life, and the ship maneuvered into position. The crew activated the ship's defensive shields, which glowed with a bright, protective aura. The alien warship, now clearly visible, began to charge its weaponry, preparing for the confrontation. "Shields are holding steady," Sarah reported. "We're ready for the first phase of the engagement." The alien warship fired its weapons, launching a barrage of energy blasts toward the Relic. The ship's defensive shields absorbed the incoming attacks, deflecting them with ease. The crew watched in awe as the Relic's shields held firm against the onslaught. "Shields are holding strong," Alex said, his voice filled with confidence. "Let's move to counterattack." The crew initiated the Relic's weapon systems, and the ship's advanced weaponry came to life. Energy beams and missile launchers activated, targeting the alien warship with precise accuracy. The Relic fired a series of powerful blasts, striking the alien vessel with impressive force. "Direct hits on the alien warship," Sarah reported. "We're making an impact." The alien warship responded with a series of evasive maneuvers, attempting to avoid the Relic's attacks. The massive vessel fired back with its own weapons, but the Relic's shields and defensive systems absorbed most of the incoming fire. "Keep the pressure on them," Alex instructed. "We need to maintain the offensive." The Relic continued its barrage, the ship's weapon systems unleashing a relentless stream of energy blasts. The alien warship's shields began to falter under the intense assault, and the crew could see visible damage on the alien vessel. "Captain, their shields are weakening," Sarah said, her voice filled with excitement. "We're getting through." With a decisive command, Alex ordered the crew to launch a final, concentrated attack. The Relic's weapon systems focused their power on a single point on the alien warship, delivering a devastating blow. The alien vessel shuddered under the impact, and its defenses finally gave way. "Direct hit," Sarah announced. "The alien warship is disabled." The control room erupted in cheers as the crew celebrated their victory. The Relic had proven its strength and effectiveness in combat, and the alien warship was now incapacitated. The display of power had been impressive and decisive. In the alien research facility, the scientists and diplomats watched the showdown with a mix of awe and concern. The results of the engagement were transmitted to them, and they observed the Relic's performance with growing respect. "This is beyond anything we imagined," one of the aliens said, their eyes fixed on the holographic display. "The humans have demonstrated a level of power that is truly formidable." Another alien nodded, their expression reflecting a mixture of admiration and caution. "The Relic is a force to be reckoned with. We underestimated its capabilities." Back on the Relic, Alex and his crew were proud of their achievement. The successful showdown had proven the ship's effectiveness and established its place as a powerful asset in the galaxy. "We've shown what the Relic can do," Alex said, his voice filled with satisfaction. "This is just the beginning. The ship is ready for whatever challenges come our way." The crew continued their preparations, eager to see what other opportunities and challenges lay ahead. The Relic was now a symbol of humanity's strength and ingenuity, and the galaxy was beginning to take notice. As the crew looked out into the vast expanse of space, they felt a sense of excitement and anticipation. The future was full of possibilities, and the Relic was ready to face whatever came its way. The showdown had proven the ship's capabilities, and the adventure was just beginning. New respect. The aftermath of the showdown left the galaxy buzzing with a newfound respect for humanity. The Relic's impressive display of power had shifted the balance of perception. No longer just a relic of the past, the ship had become a symbol of human strength and technological prowess. Captain Alex Turner and his crew now faced a galaxy eager to understand the full extent of their capabilities. In the control room of the Relic, the atmosphere was a mixture of excitement and contemplation. The crew had achieved a significant victory, but they knew that the real challenge lay in managing the aftermath of their demonstration. The success had garnered attention from numerous alien factions, and it was clear that diplomatic efforts would now play a crucial role. "All right, team," Alex said, his voice steady. "We've made quite an impression. It's time to follow up on our victory and ensure that our message is clear." Sarah Lee, the ship's engineer, was busy reviewing the data from the recent engagement. "We've got requests for communication from several alien leaders. They want to discuss the outcome of the battle and understand more about our capabilities." Alex nodded. "Let's start with the most important ones. We need to make sure that our message is one of strength, but also of diplomacy and cooperation." The crew prepared for the upcoming meetings, knowing that their interactions would shape the future of humanity's relationship with the galaxy. The first diplomatic contact was with the leaders of a powerful alien coalition who had been closely watching the Relic's performance. The meeting was held in a virtual conference room, with representatives from the alien coalition joining from their respective ships. The holographic display showed the alien leaders, their expressions a mix of curiosity and respect. Captain Turner, one of the alien leaders, began, their voice filled with formality. "We have seen the performance of your vessel and the strength it demonstrated. It is clear that humanity has developed technology far beyond what we previously understood." Alex responded with a calm and measured tone. "Thank you for your acknowledgement. The relic is a testament to human ingenuity and determination. We are prepared to use it to contribute positively to the galaxy." The alien leaders exchanged glances, their expressions reflecting a shift in their perception of humanity. "We are interested in learning more about your technology and your intentions. Your display of power was impressive, but we also wish to understand how you plan to use it." Alex smiled, recognizing the importance of this opportunity. "Our goal is to foster cooperation and mutual respect. We are not here to dominate, but to engage in meaningful partnerships and contribute to the collective well-being of the galaxy." The alien leaders nodded, their expressions softening. "We appreciate your stance. We look forward to exploring potential collaborations and understanding how humanity can play a positive role in our shared future." As the meeting concluded, Alex and his crew felt a sense of accomplishment. The diplomatic efforts had been successful, and the initial respect had transformed into a genuine interest in cooperation. The relic's impact continued to reverberate throughout the galaxy. News of the ship's capabilities spread quickly, and other alien factions began reaching out to establish relations. The once skeptical aliens were now eager to engage with humanity, their attitudes shifting from doubt to respect. Back on the Relic, the crew celebrated their achievements. The ship's successful performance and the positive diplomatic interactions had set the stage for a new era of relations between humans and aliens. "We've come a long way," Sarah said, her voice filled with pride. "The respect we've gained is a testament to our hard work and the capabilities of the Relic." Alex nodded in agreement. "It's been a challenging journey, but we've shown that humanity is capable of great things. The future holds many possibilities, and we're ready to embrace them." The crew continued their preparations, eager to build on their newfound respect and explore the opportunities that lay ahead. The Relic was now a symbol of human strength and potential, and the galaxy was beginning to see humanity in a new light. As they looked out into the vast expanse of space, the crew felt a sense of excitement and anticipation. The future was bright, and the Relic was ready to face whatever came its way. The journey of discovery and cooperation had just begun, and humanity was poised to make its mark on the galaxy. The respect they had earned was not just a fleeting acknowledgement, but the foundation for a lasting relationship. The Relic had proven its worth, and the crew was ready to continue their mission with confidence and hope. The adventure was far from over, and the galaxy was waiting to see what humanity would achieve next.